A return to how life was at the start of 2020 is some way off. Even when lockdown restrictions are eased, coronavirus will affect our lives in many ways. It's time we start accepting the new normal that is awaiting us as lockdowns come to an end around the world. With more than a month of video conferencing, many companies that thought it wasn't possible to work from home will have to accept an end of hot desking. Seating plans will need to be re-evaluated with social distancing in mind, and mandatory temperature checks could be held as you come into work, which would mean smaller companies may shift most of their workforce to work from home. That is also what governments are urging, along with staggered shift times to reduce rush hour crowds. For the retail sector, there will be an immediate sales bounce after end of lockdown, and stores are likely to lower prices to shift stock. But it may be short-lived if people have been made redundant and are unable to spend. Larger businesses in good financial health will be able to give customers what they want, but smaller firms may simply run out of cash and close doors permanently. It is possible that rush hour on public transport may not be seen for a considerable amount of time. With proposed staggered work times to minimize crowds and most people working from home, the transport industry will certainly take a hit. Social distancing while traveling at the moment is possible due to the fewer number of travelers, but as some industry leaders have commented, it is physically impossible in the long run. Some airlines might not survive this crisis. Others could perish in the aftermath, with Virgin Airlines already cutting 3,000 jobs. Initially, there may also be nervousness about flying in the wake of a global pandemic. Thermal imaging cameras, which check your temperature as you walk through, could become commonplace at airports. A smaller aviation market means ticket prices could rise. More than 90% of the planet's children are out of classes, according to UNESCO. The disruption will ripple for years. Teaching has moved online, with digital lessons on a scale never seen. But some countries are already preparing for students to return to classrooms soon. Some universities, however, will maintain online classes. The modern world has not seen anything like this before. It will take us some time before we can return to the old normal we knew. For now, grandparents hugging their grandkids is still to be avoided. Social distancing at work, school, and while shopping must remain in place. A sparse population on the streets covered in face masks is about to be the new norm.